Hello everybody, how are you? Welcome, come on in. Come on in. I'm gonna pull up my other device here. And oops. See, there we go. Make sure I am on. I know it takes Facebook a minute to notify people when I am on. So as you are jumping on, if you are catching me live, please say hello. Likewise, if you are catching the replay, will you please say hi? I see a lot of you stop by after I have been on live, but nobody's saying hi. That breaks my heart. I'm not gonna stalk you. I will just respond. If you say hello, I'll respond back and say hello back. I don't harass you, I promise. Please say hi to me. Welcome everybody. I am so glad you're here. My name is Kristen Conant and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And you have joined me live in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 26 years now. And I tell you, I think I'm more in love with it now than I was 26 years ago when I signed up to be a demonstrator. It is amazing, amazing, amazing. You can do this and be a happy shopper. You do not have to do what I do. So keep that in mind. It is the best deal in town because not only do you get a discount on your kit when you sign up, but you get discounts on all your orders as long as you're meeting their requirements. You get a discount on all your orders after that you place for yourself. As a demonstrator, when you sign up to be what I call a happy shopper, that's what I am. I'm my best customer. You get to join us for $99 and tax. Shipping is free when you sign up. But you get to pick $125 worth of product of anything you want. It can be online exclusives. It can be kits, which are found online. It can be out of any of our catalogs. So you have tons of options. The one thing that I will tell you, when you do your kit, and you get $125, like I said, for $99. It has to be $125 on the dot or a little bit less. They do not, unfortunately, let you go over at all. That is the way their system is set up, and it will flag you and not let you sign up. But, I mean, hello, it's the best deal, like I said, and we have so much fun. We do Zoom calls with my team every week, and we have so much fun. So much fun. The girls have all shared with me this last week that, hey, Dawn, thanks for jumping on. They said that this is one of the events that they look forward to every week, that they don't ever want to miss Tuesdays because we have so much fun. So if you join our team, you get to join in on the fun with us, and we would love to have you. Okay, let's get into some things real quick before we start our crafting fun today. Number one, paper pumpkins. I was going to do paper pumpkin with you guys today, but I changed my mind. I saw what I'm going to share with you sitting on my desk today when I walked out to my studio, and I was like, oh, you know what? I think I want to do that instead. So, but Paper Pumpkin is a box of crafting fun that is delivered to you in your mailbox. So you don't even have to go anywhere. Everything you need to do those projects are included, except for maybe a pair of scissors, a bone folder if you wish to have a bone folder, and that sort of thing. But your ink is included, your stamps, if it is a stamping kit. The adhesives are in there, and your ribbons, embellishments, all the things that they have designed for your projects are in there. So much fun. And what Stampin' Up! Started I think it was a little over a year ago now, they grouped according to the quarters. So like January, February, and March, those stamp sets, they created a set of dies that went in conjunction with those projects for those 3 months. Do you need the dies to complete the projects that come on Paper Pumpkin? No, you do not. However, the dies expand your creativity. So I usually get them, and I placed 2 orders this week, and I forgot to add these dies into my order. Oh, anyhow, the April Paper Pumpkin, you have until the 10th of April to sign up for that. And there's going to be 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. And as you can see in the picture here, they have that watercolor look to it, which I love, 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 love that look. I'm super excited to see this kit. The box is decorated according to that month. They're not all fancy boxes like that, but we sure like them when we get them. So there's that. Again, the 10th of every month. So in May, you have until May 10th. That one is more outdoorsy or masculine cards. Doesn't have to be considered masculine. I'm an outdoor person, and I love to get outdoor looking cards. And then June is full of charm, and just to let you know, one of the colors in the kit, it's not the ink that you get, but one of the colors in the kit happens to be one of our new ink colors. How do I know? Because as a demonstrator, we get first dibs on purchasing products first, and they have started that for us for a demonstrator. So remember that kit I told you about when I first jumped on here? Guess what? If you decide you want to get the best deal and get the kit for $99, you could put all the new products that are coming out in May in your kit. How do you see them? Well, you'd have to come see me, and then we could pick that product out for you when you do your kit, or when you go on to sign your kit. I believe when you go in to purchase the product to put in your kit, because you clicked on the link to be a demonstrator, it will show you those as well. So just saying, there's more than what you think. Okay, so that is Paper Pumpkin. Get signed up for that. Like I was saying, lots of online exclusives. These are some new ones, some of my favorites, by the way, that came out the 4th of May. Stampin' Up! Is going in the direction that most stores, businesses are going, and that is an online presence. Okay, we have been for years and years, because like I said, I have been a demonstrator for 26 years, and we are so used to shopping from a catalog, right? Well, we all know catalogs, although we still have them, not everything is in our catalog. Stampin' Up! Wants you, the customers, to start getting in the habit of going online and checking out everything that they have to offer. It is cost effective wise for printing and everything. It is so, it is getting very expensive to put everything on pages in a catalog. So by sharing online, number one, they can give us a catalog at a little bit better rate. However, not everything is pictured in there. But by having online exclusives, it also gives Stampin' Up! More control over their products. So if they bring out things that they think are going to go really, really well and they fizzle out, they can fade those out and don't have to worry about it because they are not pictured in a catalog. If it's pictured in a catalog, then they have to still offer it, right? So, likewise, if something they thought wouldn't do well is doing really, really good, they can keep that for us. So, an online presence is a good thing. And with that, Starting April 15th, Stampin' Up! Is also changing our rewards program. Before, you had to have a $150 order to get in on the rewards, and it's what we called our host rewards, right? So, like, I would be the host. I'd invite my friends over to stamp. They'd all buy. They'd get product. I would get the rewards from their purchases, right? Well, things are changing, and that doesn't seem to be the trend anymore. And so this did not happen quickly, and it did not happen lightly. They did a lot of research on things and came to the conclusion that the old way of doing things was not benefiting them, but more importantly, it was not benefiting you, the customer. And so starting April 15th, you need to go online and have an account set up. We as demonstrators who used to be able to take your credit card information and things are no longer able to do that. We can no longer, once you have an account set up, go in there and change that for you either. You need to be in control of your own account. That's a win-win as far as I'm concerned, because that is a safety feature, that is security for you, knowing that somebody cannot get to your numbers, your card. You know what I'm saying? So we have to embrace the new. Change is always hard, but I really think you guys are going to love it, because for every $20 and above in retail purchases that you do now, you are going to earn rewards. You will earn 10% of your order, the retail amount, in rewards. So if you did a $50 order, you would earn $5. You cannot use, however, that $5 on that $50 order. It's like a bank. So you place your $50 order, Stampin' Up! Sees that, it logs in, it calculates for you that you have $5 in rewards, and it goes into an account, if you will. So the next time you go on to place your order, you could take that $5 off from your amount. You can also accumulate these rewards. So if there's an item that you really, really want, but you think, oh my gosh, that is too expensive, it's too much, I don't want to spend that much, save your rewards to get those items. Just saying. So you have options. Your rewards will expire at a point. I believe I heard somebody say that we could have up to a year to hold those reward points. But there's going to be dates on those rewards, and it will tell you how long you have to use those, okay? So this is new to me too, you guys. So I'm learning right along with you, and that's okay. Learning with friends is the best place, the safest place to learn. So I am here for you. If you have any questions on any of these things, I can help you. I can help you, like, talk you through the process. I cannot do the process for you. Likewise, if you live here locally, you can come here and we can do this together. I will let you log in on my laptop, set up your own account, all the things. So if you do want somebody to help you or to assist you, or what I like to call my safety nets, somebody to rescue me, I'm here for you guys, okay? So just let me know and let's get your account set up. Okay. Did you guys know that I do classes just about every week here in the Create with Love studio? I do, and I have a calendar that is consistent. So you can plan every month. Like every month you can set up when my classes are going to be. The first and last Monday of every month, I do a product-based class. Now, the products change, as does the price. The two things that do not change is the classes, they're product-based, and that you have to RSVP with prepayment for these classes 3 weeks prior. because I need to order these products and get them here for you to have them in time for class. So we need to allow shipping time as well as prep time, because I cut all your things and have them ready for you here for class so that you don't have to cut. You just get to stamp and have fun. Okay? So that's my product-based classes. Again, the first and last Monday of the month. If I'm not going to be here, I let you know far enough ahead, and we'll come back to that here in a minute. The first class in April, we are doing the adventure together. It is an online bundle that I have created a class around. I have chosen DSP, an embellishment, and a ribbon, so to speak, to go with this class. This class is already too late to sign up for, as the products are here. So I'm creating for this class right now, and it's fun. But I just wanted to let you know what we do. The second Monday of every month is my 10-card class. 10-card class, the whole premise behind it is that each card that you do should take you 10 minutes approximately to create. They're basic cards, but they're still super cute cards. Everyone loves this class because they can create a stack of cards and have those in their stash ready to use at home as events pop up in their life. Then they're ready to go. So my 10-card class, it depends on how many cards you make. You are allowed to make one of each of the cards. You are not allowed to make multiples of the cards. It's just too hard to keep up with that. So I do cut one card for everybody who RSVPs. The reason it's so hard is because you don't know what the cards look like, right, till you get here. So maybe there's a card that I do that you don't like. Okay, you don't necessarily have to make that card then, so you do have options. All right, and starting in April, starting in May, this is your forewarning, starting in May, prices in the catalog are going up. Therefore, I have to adjust my pricing for the two of the classes that I offer. We'll have to make adjustment on the prices. So starting in May, the price will be different for my 10-card class. And also my 6-card class, which is the next class I'm going to talk about. My 6-card class is on the third Monday of every month. That class, you do 3 different cards, but you do 2 of each. And the fee for that class right now is $25 or free with a minimum purchase. Again, the prices are going to change, but you can get it free if you do an order. Just saying, we all want more stuff, right? So this is a great class to do as well. Then the third Thursday of the month, I do a kit class. I do and am allowed to have kits here for you to purchase on site. I can cash and carry those, but your tasting cards and my tasting cards might be different, and I don't have all the kits that Stampin' Up! Offers available for you to purchase here. I have some. So I'm bringing that all up just in case there is a kit in particular that you want. Let's get that ordered for you 3 weeks prior to the class so that we can get it here and have it here for you the night of class. Now, everybody is probably going to be working on different kits, and you know what? That's one of the best things, because then you get to see some of the other kits, because I'm telling you, when you see them online versus seeing them in person, they're completely different. So things that you see online that you might not like, if somebody has happened to be working on that one here live, you'll get to see it, what it actually looks like in person. So there's a perk to that, just saying. So again, the Kit Together class is the third Thursday of the month. Now, what I'm coming back to is the last Monday of April. Typically, like I said, the first and last Monday of the month, we do a product-based class. However, I have been sharing this now for a couple months. Monday, April 28th, I am not going to be here. We are going to be taking a vacation. So there will not be a product-based class on the 28th. And I don't have the next thing written down on here, but Monday, May 5th. Monday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, is going to be my catalog launch party. You guys will want to join. My catalog launch parties are the bomb. I get more compliments on my catalog launch parties than any other class that I do. I am, again, as a demonstrator, I am allowed to pre-order products. So all the things that I have pre-ordered up until my launch party, I will have here so you can actually see them in person. I also spend time creating cards with these new items so that you can actually see some of the stuff in action. So we would love to have you Cinco de Mayo. Let me know if you would like to be here so that I can have a card kit ready for you. We have a blast that night at that class. So let me know. Okay, so we have a couple of books, shall we say. Again, you can see these online. This one was not a book. They call it a brochure, as you can see. I created my own book with it. This is something that you can go online and look at online, but I printed it off because I'm such a catalog girl that I like to have something in my hands to look at. But all this stuff is geared towards scrapbooking. If you caught my live last week, I used Everyday You and Me stamp set, dies, and the DSP, and created cards. If you did not watch last week's live, you can go back and catch that. So subscribe, follow, like my page so that you get notified whenever I pop on live. Also, Facebook is changing the way they're doing things, and I'm still trying to learn. It used to be in the past that we could say to never delete our videos, and for whatever reason, I have not found yet if we can do that. Because right now, from what I see, they don't allow us to do that. But all along, what I have been doing with my Facebook Lives is I load them onto YouTube. So I believe once they're loaded on YouTube, they are there. So if you can't find something here, please tap the bell over on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube page. That way you can find all the videos that I do have done, and you won't miss out on things either if Facebook drops them. Okay, how do you find me on YouTube? Well, it's under Create with Love, the same as the header that is here on this paper. That is my business. Just like you found me here on Facebook under Create with Love, you can find me on YouTube the same exact way. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you all so much, and I cannot thank you enough for doing that. And it helps me out when you like and subscribe and follow my pages. It also helps me out without you having to buy anything if you share me with your friends on Facebook or friends in general, and tell them to follow me and subscribe to me on YouTube as well. So I would appreciate that. That helps me to keep doing what I do and bring you projects and show you all the things Stampin' Up. So thank you. Right now is our annual catalog. Now there is an error on here. On the back of it, it says that the catalog ends the 30th of April. That is a typo. This catalog is actually good through May 5th. The new catalog goes live May 6th. Okay, so this is incorrect. So we have a little bit for this, but don't wait, because like everything, they only have things in here for so long, and some of the things that you like may sell out before that deadline date. So if there are things in here that you have had your eye on, go in there and get it. If you have any questions, let me know, because I would be really sad if you miss out on those items that you wanted. And it has happened, trust me. Right now also is our mini catalog. This mini catalog came out in January, and it goes through the end Actually, it says April on the front, which is also incorrect. This one also goes through May 5th. So both of our catalogs, our printed hard copy catalogs, are going out May 5th, okay? So don't wait for the items in here too. Okay, enough. I'm getting kind of horsey almost from talking so much. So let's get on to crafting, shall we? So today, what I'm going to do with you, and I forgot to look the amount up. I think it's $10. Somebody on here correct me. Dawn, you would know, I think. I think it's $10. Like I said, it could be wrong. It's either $10 or $11. Today's cards, what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using our, let me grab them here, our Mixed Media Florals Memory and More cards. We have more of those cards in here. Oh, you know what? I bet they're $11.50 done because that's what they are in the catalog. So I'm going to go with $11.50-ish. So don't hold me to it. Whatever it is online, that's what it is. But these other ones are $11.50, so I'm gonna guess $11.50. But it is a pack of cards that comes to you. You get 2 of each of the cards. There's designs on the front, and there are designs on the back. So you have choices, and I believe these are 3x4. Yes, they are. So we have this size card. Some of them already have words on them. Some of them, as you can see, are just patterns. Okay, so we got 2 of each of those. Then also in here, we have our 4x6 cards. Again, you get 2 of each of these. We have patterns, and then we have some with words on them. Now, these were designed for scrapbooking. Some of these. You do not have to. There is a way to turn these into cards. And like this is our story, you can cover this up with another card. See that? So you can cover that right up and you would never know that that was under there. So you have so many creative options. If you are not a stamper and you do not know where to start with creating your own cards, and you have fallen in love with receiving handmade cards and like the looks of it, this is a great place to start because you can make so many different cards. Also in this particular pack, you would get 2 of each of these sheets. So you get 2 of this sheet and 2 of this one, and these are stickers that you can apply to help decorate your cards and or your scrapbook pages. And yeah, so there's lots of options with these. It's so much fun. So these are the cards, the Memories and More cards. And then I'm also going to be using these. These are our Assorted Memories and More card envelopes, and there's 2 different sizes in here. We have our card in here with coordinating envelopes, and when this card base is folded up, it is 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So a little bit larger than our cards, but they still take the same postage. Okay, so we have this one in there, and then we also have little note cards in here. Sorry, these are the smaller envelopes. This is the smaller card. Now this one, I think, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking this one might take a little more postage because they might have to hand sort this one because they're smaller. But these make great cards for in gift bags or on presents. But what these are designed is for these smaller cards. You can adhere that right there and you've got a card just that fast. Okay, so those are geared for the smaller ones. Again, the larger card was designed for these larger, the 4x6 cards, and you still get a border around it. So again, you can see you can add that on, and here's that one coming back in, and look, there you have your card. Isn't that cool? Look how fast you can do these. Okay, so going back, I have information here. So these Memory and More cards, the decorated ones, the card pack, the item number is 164657. Again, I believe the cost is $11.50. I'm not 100%. Yes, they're $11.50. Thank you, Dawn. Thanks for having my back, girlfriend. They're $11.50. And then these cards, what I call the gift cards or note cards, and then the regular cards, the 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, the sorted, you get 10 of each size with 10 of each of the coordinating envelopes. Those are $11.50. The item number for that one is 159234. Now this particular package, the plain cards, can be found on page 27 of the annual catalog. Those are $11.50. So we have 2 items so far at $11.50. Now, a couple other things that I would include in, if you're a beginner stamper, if you like to zhuzh them up a little bit, you of course could add an embellishment. I like embellishments, but if you're starting out and you want to pick things, my go-to first is like linen thread. So I have chosen to share linen thread with you today. This is one of my go-tos. It's a neutral color, so it goes with everything. So not only does it go well with all the colors and all the cards that I'm going to be using this with today, but in the rest of your crafting, this will go with everything you have, again, because it's neutral. And that one can be found on page 112 and 113 of the annual catalog. And the linen thread is $5. And you get 15 yards of it on a spool. So the item number for that one is 104199. Then the last thing I recommend, of course, is adhesive. Now, you may not have adhesive, and you might, and if you do, you're good to go. But one of my favorite things is dimensionals. These help to raise things up, and it just adds another dimension to your cards. So if you do not have these, I would also grab these. Dimensionals are only $4.25. You get 3 sheets, and I believe there's 100 dimensionals. No, 300. Sorry, there's 300 dimensionals. So there's 100 on each sheet, but the edges can be used as dimensionals too. So these are a must-have in my stash. Again, these are in the annual catalog, page 117. The item number for the Stampin' Dimensionals is item number 104430. Again, it is $4.25 for a package. My go-to adhesive is our Tombow Multi-Liquid. So if you do not have an adhesive, I like the Tombow Multi-Glue. The item number for this one is 110755, and this is $6, and this lasts a fair amount of time. I'm happy with how long it lasts. So those are the things that we're using. And then the other thing we're using today is, oh, I forgot to say that, is mini dimensional or mini glue dots. Sorry, not mini dimensionals. We have those, but I misspoke. It's mini glue dots because we're going to be doing the linen thread, right? So I have mini glue dots. This is item number 103683, and they are $7.25. And you get, does it say how many on here? You get 300 glue dots on here. So those are the things I recommend. And then the last thing I'm bringing in is my trimmer, because we're going to be doing some cutting. There is no stamping today. What? No stamping? Nope. no stamping. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm going to bring in one of our card bases of our large cards. I am going to be doing a lot of the large cards today, not the notes. So I matched up my corners, and then I'm going to burnish the edge to make sure it lays flat. Okay, now I have to find my things. Oh, one of the other things I want to show you on my dimensionals that I forgot is I'm going to pull a sheet out here, so I've got it ready to use today. But see how this is white? If you lay it on your card, it's kind of hard to tell whether the backing is on there or not on there. So one of my favorite things to do is to take a highlighter and mark on each one of the dimensional backings so that when it's on a white piece, I can very easily tell by looking at it, because I can see there's green on it, whether I have or have not removed the backing to my dimensionals. So just an FYI. Okay, so for our first card, I am going to do this so simple. You're gonna blink and it's gonna be over. So I chose this card, and I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this. And then this is going to go on here, like so. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Now this is the other one that I chose to go on here. So I'm going to flip this one over. Look. You could do that if you wanted to, so you have choices. You could go this way. To me, it clashes too much, and I like the tulips, so that is my side of choice. So now I'm going to take my dimensionals, put some, I've got to move this off. The patterns are so close, it's hard for my eyes to tell where the edge of this is. Whoops. Okay, so I'm putting dimensionals on here. And now I'm going to take and remove the backings, right? And then this now is going to go on here, like so, okay? And now I'm going to come in here, and I am going to make this a heartfelt thanks card. So this has an adhesive on it. You could put dimensionals under it if you choose to. We're just going to do that. And then I did ahead of time, and I've lost it already. I went ahead and did a bow with the linen thread. I cut 2 8-inch lengths of twine, held them together to create my bow. And now those glue dots that I shared with you, some people like to use the Tombow glue, so you could use the Tombow glue. I've never done that, so I don't know how well it holds up, but other demonstrators do use that. So I'm trying to grab a glue dot here on the back of my bow, and you know what? Do I want it up here, down here? No, I think I'm going to go back to my first thinking, and let's do it down here like so. There we go. Look how quick you can have a card ready for a friend to send in the mail. Isn't that cool? It's gorgeous. I wish you guys could see it in person because they are so, so pretty. Okay, gonna take another card base. Again, line up the edges, burnish the edge. So there we have that. And so now on my next cards, we are going to alter these a bit. So these are the 2 that I have picked. This is one of them. But again, we're not going to leave it like this. We're going to change it up. because, you know, you can create whatever you want, right? And then this is the card that I'm choosing to layer on this. And so what I'm going to do with this one, this particular card is 6 inches this way, and it is 4 inches this way. Remember the paper trimmer? I'm bringing this in, and I am going to cut these at 1-inch strips. So there's 1. Here is 2. Okay. Here is 3. 4. And 5 and 6. Okay, so you saw that, right? That's how it would be. Now, because of how I'm going to do the card, I am going to remove one of these middle ones. It doesn't matter. It's up to you which one you want to remove. You're not going to know, so you can hang on to this for later to add it to another card, okay? So I'm going to keep these 5 strips. Okay, so here, whoops, here, nope, I turned it, I think, yep. So there are my strips, right? So now I'm going to bring in my card base, and I'm going to turn my card just because it's easier for me visually to work with. And so I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this one. And, oops, I turned it the wrong direction. Yeah, because this is going to be the top. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put this on here with 3 equal borders. Okay, right here, 3 equal borders. Now I'm going to take this one, the bottom one, put adhesive on the back of this one. And this one is going to go down here. Again, 3 equal borders. Ish, right? I say ish because we're doing this by sight, right? So now I'm going to take my middle strip, okay? And I love using a grid, whether it's our grid paper or our glass mat here. And this is 6 1/4 long, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so I'm finding the middle is what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is handmade, but I am using it as a guide, so to speak, to find the middle. So now this one is going to go here, and this one is going to go here. Okay, so we're going to put adhesive on the backs of this. This is going to, like I said, go on here like so. Would you have to do this? Nope, I just wanted to change up my card and to show you to think outside of the box, right? It's all about being creative. All right, there's that. And then on this one, I have decided that I am going to take our linen thread and I am going to, whoops, I want two pieces that I know will fit across here, so that looks good. Let me see. Do I have a measurement here? So about 4.5 inches piece. So I'm going to take 2 pieces that are 4.5. Okay. And then you could take Scotch tape if you have it, and I was going to, but guess who forgot to bring it over? I did. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to run this across to the back. Look how pretty that side is too. Isn't that pretty? I wanted to do something different. can't be all flowers all the time, right? We got to think about the guys. So I'm taking my mini glue dots again, putting a glue dot down, and then adhering my linen thread, whoops, to that. And Kristen's making a mess with the glue dots. I can hear some of my stampers laughing at me on the other side of this. It's okay. I told you, you guys never see me do mistakes. You only get to see the finished ones. So on a live, you get the real deal, right? It is what it is. Okay, so that's on there now. Now I'm going to put dimensionals, which I lost already. They're there. And so we're going to put some here, 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 and here. Okay, peel these up. And then this is going to be centered on here, like so. And then we need a greeting. Oh, it's already there, but we need to zhuzh it up, right? So I am going to use some of these. Am I? What do you think? What do you think? You know what? I think I actually want to use an arrow. Like so. I do. So I'm going to flip this over. Now, if you have an embossing buddy, you could tap on this with your embossing buddy to take the sticky off. What I'm going to do, remember the edging of this? I said you can use the edging. That's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to snip the edging so I can get a smaller. You could cut your dimensional in half. Do the same thing because that's what they are basically, is a half a dimensional. Just putting those on the back of that. And then this is going to go on there like so. And then I've already tied a knot with two pieces that were 4 inches, sorry, not 4.5. They were 4 inches. If you can do it smaller, you can do it smaller. But I'm picking up a glue dot, putting it on the back, and then this is going to go on there like so, and then you can trim these down farther if you wish. And there we go. There is card number 2. Kind of funky and fun, isn't it? All right. Let's go to card number 3. Let's get my card base. I'm going to pull out 2 because I have one more card after this one. So here is this base. Again, line up the corners. Okay. And take your bone folder, burnish so it lays nice and flat. Okay, so there is that. And now for this card, I have chosen this one and this one. So now we're going to our smaller cards. And with this one, I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and this groove right here tells me where the cut line is. So I'm putting a corner here and a corner here, and I'm going to slide and start so my blade is in the middle and pull out so I do not bend the corners of my cards. Okay, and so now with our adhesive, I was going to do black and white. Ooh, what do you guys think? Should I let you pick? What do you think? Do we want the colored and do it that way? Oh, that's kind of pretty, hey? I'll show you. I was originally thinking to do it here and here, and then that. But you know what? I think I like the color better. What do you think? You want to vote on that? See what you think? Ha ha ha. I likey, I likey. I sure do. They're both nice, so you can't go wrong, really, but I think I like the more color. So let's do that. Just got to make sure our pattern is going the right direction. Oh, okay, that is correct. So here we go. See? Talk about changing it up on the fly. You can do that. All right, so there's adhesive on that one. This one is going to go here again. Equal borders, but this time we only need 2 equal borders. On here and here. The middle doesn't count. Put adhesive on here. And this one is going to go up here. Again, approximate same border as what you did on the other side. It's approximate, guys. It's handmade. It's all good. And now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put dimensionals on here. And put this one up. Where'd they go? I keep losing my dimensionals. Okay. So let's put these on. And then we have our greeting to do, right? So this is going to go in here. Like that. And now my greeting, I am going to take the black one here, and now this time with my twine, okay, gotta get it in my brain. Yes, so this, I'm just gonna take my linen thread and create loops behind here, or faux bows, some people like to call them, but I think I want to do more than just one. And then leave a tail on that end. So there is that. And now, I'm going to use my dimensionals on the back of here. And remove the backings. And then this is going to go on here like so. There we go. There is card number 3. What do you think? Okay, one more. Okay, again, take one of our card bases, fold it in half. Can you see how fun this is and how many different cards you can do? Oh, love it. Okay, so there's my card base. Now for this one, I have chosen these 2 cards. Okay, of course, this is my focal. I'm going to bring back in my paper trimmer. These cards, again, are 3 by 4. So this is super easy. This is 3 inches, so I'm coming over to 1.5 inches, putting this down, and cut it right in half like so. Okay, and now I'm going to take my adhesive. I'm going to put adhesive on here, and this is going to go all the way up to the top. Okay, and this one is going to be longer than what you need. So now that I know the width of this one, and I know it's going to go all the way down to the end, I'm putting adhesive there so that I don't get sticky on the bottom of this one. this one is going to go on there like so, making sure you can't see the white between it. And you would have to look really close at that to tell that that doesn't line up, right? So it's handmade, it's all good. So now I'm gonna take my scissors and follow along the bottom, trim that off, keep this for another card, and then we're gonna come back to this one. This one is going to be on here like so. So I'm gonna flip this one over, find my dimensionals, and put dimensionals on here. And I have another bow made, but of course, you know, right now I can't find it. Surprise! Got it. Okay, again, 2 8-inch pieces of linen thread held together to create a bow. Okay. Oh. And so then this one is going to go let's go here like so. Okay, and now we have to come up with our greeting, and I am going to go with a black one this time. And this one is going to go on here flat. And then this bow that I have created, put a glue dot on there. And this is going to go on there like so. There we go. See how fun these are. And I didn't do any stamping. So that is our 4th card. Card number 3, card number 2, and card number 1. Look at how fun. Oh, I know why I was going to use the black and white, because these two are similar. But that's all good. Let's change it up. There. Maybe it'll be easier to see, even though this is the 3rd card. Which card is your favorite? What do you guys think? Again, you can look at everything online at my online store. And yeah, there you go. So take another look at our memories and more cards. They're not just for scrapbooking. So that's why it's called Memories and More, because you can do more with these cards than just for memory keeping. So what a great and fun way to have some extra cards on hand, or a quick way to make cards when you're in a pinch. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me this week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Next week is going to be our free class Friday for the month of April. So I will have cards to share with you next week, and they will be free with the minimum purchase. So I will see you back here 2 p.m. in the Create with Love studio next Friday. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.